per cubic mile of ocean. And when there's not a lot of your species swimming around you, and sometimes when you need another of your species for certain biological acts, it's hard to find one. And even in a crowded world that we live in today, it can be hard to find someone, for certain biological acts. And so we understand this problem, right? Well, the anglerfish of the deep sea has solved it in a very peculiar and scary kind of creepy way. And that is that when a female anglerfish is born, it is a normal fish, but when a male anglerfish is born, it is this tiny little weird thing that is barely a fish. It has like a tail and a nose and a mouth and balls, and its whole job, its whole entire life, all it wants to do is sniff out a female. And, more power to him. And when he goes out and he can't even eat food, he doesn't have a digestive system, he either finds a female or he dies. And if he finds her, instead of just, inseminating her at that moment, she might not eat him then. She might not be in the mood. So instead, he bites her, which is cool, that's fine. But then, it gets really weird because an enzyme in her skin dissolves his face. And just to be clear, this doesn't happen with human girls. And then his face gets stuck, and then their circulatory systems fuse together, and his body sort of senesces into hers. And you've all had boyfriends like this, right? Probably someone just won't ever take their mouth off of you, and it's terrible. But then, it's worse than that because basically he just becomes kind of a pair of nuts on her side, and then when she needs him, she releases a hormone into her bloodstream, and it causes the insemination from this little appendage that sits on her skin. And I thought that story was so beautiful that I wrote a song about it. Yes, it's true that I once went through life as a guy who always had to rhyme life with strife. Yes, I've been burned and I've been burning through it. All my friends, I've learned that love is not about whether you get stabbed, it's how slow the knife gets turned. But my friends, I found an animal who doesn't feel this pain, and my life is so much better now that I can feel the same. Cause you can't hit the knife if you're holding without light. You can't hit the dish if you've only ever eaten fish, and you can't feel a load if it's all you've ever known. Yeah, the deep-sea anglerfish has no reason to be happy, but it has no freaking idea what else to be. Well, the deep-sea dwelling anglerfish never has to find a mate. They are always there together when it's time to procreate. See, one look at a young man, but a female on her side, and then slowly he becomes a sperm-producing parasite. And if we can say he lives it all, he lives until she dies, and until that day he literally never leaves her side. Oh, you can't hit the knife if you your whole life without light. You can't hit the dish if you've only ever eaten fish, and you can't feel a load if it's all you've ever known. Yeah, the deep-sea anglerfish has no reason to be happy, but it has no freaking idea what else to be.
Thank you guys so much for coming out to our show tonight. We really appreciate it. We want to thank everybody at this beautiful concert hall who made tonight possible and also made it, sound like we are pretty good at talking. We also want to thank everybody at Waterstones for supporting this entire tour, as well as Penguin, which has given The Fault in Our Stars a home in the United Kingdom. So thank you so much to everyone at Waterstones and Penguin. I'm very sorry that you will be rushed through the signing line like cattle, only faster. But again, it is in the interest of other people who are behind you, who also want to stay, and also in the interest of those of us who have very early trains in the morning. I mostly want to thank all of you for being here tonight, for reading my books, for listening to Hank's music, for watching our videos, and for making that stuff real with us together. The great joy of the work that Hank and I get to do is that we don't make stuff for people, we make stuff with people. And being part of this community is the greatest thing that has ever happened to us, except, of course, for our families. Really don't. We are so grateful to you, and we hope that you've had a great night tonight. And if you clap long enough, there may be an encore. Thank you very much, and as we say in my hometown, don't forget to be awesome.
and I don't have any hair, but neither does the anglerfish and Cheetos in here.